Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve. And today, if you know anything about me, and you looked at this thumbnail, you can know my excitement. You can't hear it because I'm monotone, but this is nice. So this new Lady of Lament, Alice, is actually so insane for the deck, and on first inspection you might not understand why, and I totally understand that, because it is very much a literal extender where you have to play in order to actually use it. But in addition to that, it alone doesn't help with Lair. If anything, it helps when you don't have Lair. But honestly, that's what the deck needed. This deck always was struggling for a true win condition if Lair was not up, and this is one of the first cards that can just very easily let you do that. But I'm going to show off a quick combo to demonstrate some of the new things you can do with the card. So what we need is Ties of Brethren, good old classic Ties, and then we need a level 3 Dark Fiend monster. And we got some powerful options. We got Taint, we got King Fog. King Fog is very nice because it prevents tributing, except this one doesn't. We got Saw. We got Tour Guide Lore. We got Fat Ass. We got Gabagoopster. We got Brainworms. And we got Dark Artist. But if these aren't good enough, like you're not sure if these are optimal, we always have Drag Egg. But let's say the one we are going to use as all these powerful options we have here. Let's just go with Drag Egg. Since this is a BA, it'll just destroy itself. Let's go ahead and activate Ties. We will pay our 2,000 life points. And then we will summon two Ladies of Lament, Alice and Lilith. And since this is a Burning Abyss monster, it will die. And then we can activate this card's really powerful effect to stack a Burning Abyss monster on top of our deck. Or our Burning Abyss card, actually. That's so insane. Gonna stack it on top of the deck. Now we're going to activate Lilith to tribute Alice, Lady of Lament. And we're just going to have this set blank for a moment, because what we are going to search is a barrier statue. Barrier statue of the Abyss. So, Alice has 3 effects, all of which are extremely relevant to the Lair of Darkness deck. You can banish 1 trap from your hand or graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. Okay, nice. A level 3 fairy extender, a level 3 fiend extender for this deck is very nice. Its second effect is when it's normal summoned, not special summoned, but normal summoned, you can target 1 Lady of Lament monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That includes itself, so if you use a copy and have another copy, you can just normal summon that and get it out. And then finally, if this card is destroyed by your opponent or tributed, you get to search your monster. You get to search your deck for a monster that is a fiend that's all of its stats equal exactly 2,000. And one of these options is a barrier statue. But you gotta remember, I activated Lilith to get that tribute. So what could I possibly search that allows me to barrier statue my opponent? And that is very simple. It's called free range monsters. This trap has the effect during the main phase. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 monster. So by sending a 1 Dark Fiend and Ties, just go ahead and barrier statue your opponent. Now, I don't think this combo is that great. I'm going to be totally honest. This is just an option I wanted to show off, because I'm going to do a little more honest combo with you. The reason I don't like the Dark Barrier statue is, well, at least all the others have the benefit of sometimes being super effective. Dark is probably the only attribute in the game that you could play a deck entirely out of and not ever be hindered by a Dark Barrier statue. That's why I think Barrier Statue of the Abyss is awful. Now, sometimes it's pretty good, like, against some random meta decks, but Dark is by far such the best attribute that this card could get completely stomped on a lot of the time. So let's go for a more honest combo, and because of that, I'm also going to use a more honest fiend monster for this combo. Let's actually just say Skarm. So Skarm will die, so it's still a BA monster. But let's go ahead and say, I'm playing against Sword Soul. This deck has one line of play. I better counter it. So you will go ahead and activate Lilith, tribute Alice, and we're going to set 3 different dimension ground. And then the Alice will trigger. Now we could search another Lady of Lament, but if you're going against Sword Soul, why not just search Token Collector instead? This is a Fiend monster whose stats are exactly 2,000, as you can see from this 2,000 number right here, right under the text. So you can search this one, and then in the end phase, if you use Skarm, you can go ahead and search another Alice, because now that you have different dimension ground, your opponent's playing under Fissure, and when you go ahead and tribute this Lilith, it will also be banished to set another trap. Let's just say we're going to set Back to the Front. So our opponent's playing under Macro, which probably isn't happening. And then afterwards, we could go to our next turn, normal summon Alice to special summon the other Alice. We can go ahead and make Levier. This extra deck isn't real, don't worry about it. And then we can detach to revive the Lilith. And then we can Back to the Front, revive the Alice. And then we have like 38 damage on board. And then afterwards, we could go ahead and tribute Alice to go ahead and set some more traps. And search another Lady of Lament. Oh, and since the Nexi battled, yep, Zeus. So, this is what I wanted to show off. Alice is, like, very, very nice for this deck. All of its range of effects are absolutely exceptional in this deck, despite the fact that it isn't like the other two, where Lilith and Malice, they actually cycle into your traps. So your disruptions, like all your back row is based on these two, but Alice isn't like that. Alice is very much like it plays with the other two and it doesn't play alone, whereas these two play alone. Malice nowhere near as much as Lilith does. But this is kind of nice. We finally have the unholy trinity of Ladies of Lament. So, yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you also are excited for Lair of Darkness as much as me, because if you're not, you're literally on the wrong channel. Now, you might be wondering, don't you say you're excited about every deck? And the answer is yes. Because if a deck does something cool, I like it. That's something I want to go over soon, is what this channel is really about. I'll just say it now. I make content that is cool, and sometimes what is cool is very meta-relevant, and sometimes it is not at all. But you as a player should be able to find the difference. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinnerflax will take your soul.